Saya guna game ni.
Lagi murah.
iQOO.
Lights. Camera. Action! Abby, I'm gonna pick up right now.
Saya guna game ni.
Lagi murah.
iQOO.
Lights. Camera. Action! Abby, I'm gonna pick up right now.
Saya guna game ni.
Lagi murah.
iQOO.
Lights. Camera. Action! Abby, I'm gonna pick up right now.
Saya guna game ni.
Lagi murah.
iQOO.
Lights. Camera. Action! Abby, I'm gonna pick up right now.
Saya guna game ni.
Lagi murah.
iQOO.
Lights. Camera. Action! Abby, I'm gonna pick up right now.
Saya guna game ni.
Lagi murah.
I'm gonna pick up right now.
Saya guna game boot.
Lagi murah.
iQOO.
Lights. Camera. Action! I'm gonna pick up right now.
Saya guna game boot.
Lagi murah.
iQOO.
Lights. Camera. Action! I'm gonna pick up right now.
Saya guna game boot.
Lagi murah.
iQOO.
Lights. Camera. Action! I'm gonna pick up right now.
Saya guna game boot.
Lagi murah.
iQOO.
Lights. Camera. Action! I'm gonna pick up right now.
Saya guna game boot.
Lagi murah.
Saya guna gameboot.
Lagi murah.
iQOO.
Lights. Camera. Action! Abby, I'm gonna free top up right now.
Saya guna gameboot.
Lagi murah.
iQOO.
Lights. Camera. Action! Abby, I'm gonna free top up right now.
Saya guna gameboot.
Lagi murah.
iQOO.
Lights. Camera. Action! Abby, I'm gonna free top up right now.
Saya guna gameboot.
Lagi murah.
iQOO.
Lights. Camera. Action! Abby, I'm gonna free top up right now.
Saya guna gameboot.
Lagi murah.
iQOO.
Lights. Camera. Action! Abby, I'm gonna free top up right now.
Saya guna gameboot.
Lagi murah.
iQOO.
Lights. Camera. Action! Abi, have you top up right now?
Saya guna game tu.
Lagi murah.
iQOO.
Lights. Camera. Action! Abi, have you top up right now?
Saya guna game tu.
Lagi murah.
iQOO.
Lights. Camera. Action! Abi, have you top up right now?
Saya guna game tu.
Lagi murah.
iQOO.
Lights. Camera. Action! Abi, have you top up right now?
Saya guna game tu.
Lagi murah.
iQOO.
Lights. Camera. Action! Abi, have you top up right now?
Saya guna game tu.
Lagi murah.
Gameboot.
Lagi murah.
iQOO.
Lights. Camera. Action! Abby, I'm gonna pick up right now.
Saya guna Gameboot.
Lagi murah.
iQOO.
Lights. Camera. Action! Abby, I'm gonna pick up right now.
Saya guna Gameboot.
Lagi murah.
iQOO.
Lights. Camera. Action! Abby, I'm gonna pick up right now.
Saya guna Gameboot.
Lagi murah.
iQOO.
Lights. Camera. Action! Abby, I'm gonna pick up right now.
Saya guna Gameboot.
Lagi murah.
iQOO.
Lights. Camera. Action! Abby, I'm gonna pick up right now.
Saya guna Gameboot.
Lagi murah.
Saya guna game Beat.
Lagi murah.
iQOO.
Lights. Camera. Action! Abby, have you top up right now?
Saya guna game Beat.
Lagi murah.
iQOO.
Lights. Camera. Action! Abby, have you top up right now?
Saya guna game Beat.
Lagi murah.
iQOO.
Lights. Camera. Action! Abby, have you top up right now?
Saya guna game Beat.
Lagi murah.
iQOO.
Lights. Camera. Action! Abby, have you top up right now?
Saya guna game Beat.
Lagi murah.
iQOO.
Lights. Camera. Action! Abby, have you top up right now?
Saya guna game Beat.
Lagi murah.
I'm gonna free top up right now.
Saya guna game ni.
Lagi murah.
iQOO.
Lights. Camera. Action! I'm gonna free top up right now.
Saya guna game ni.
Lagi murah.
iQOO.
Lights. Camera. Action! I'm gonna free top up right now.
Saya guna game ni.
Lagi murah.
iQOO.
Lights. Camera. Action! I'm gonna free top up right now.
Saya guna game ni.
Lagi murah.
iQOO.
Lights. Camera. Action! I'm gonna free top up right now.
Saya guna game ni.
Lagi murah.
guna game boot.
Lagi murah.
iQOO.
Lights. Camera. Action! Have you free top up right now?
Saya guna game boot.
Lagi murah.
iQOO.
Lights. Camera. Action! Have you free top up right now?
Saya guna game boot.
Lagi murah.
iQOO.
Lights. Camera. Action! Have you free top up right now?
Saya guna game boot.
Lagi murah.
iQOO.
Lights. Camera. Action! Have you free top up right now?
Saya guna game boot.
Lagi murah.
iQOO.
Lights. Camera. Action! Have you free top up right now?
Saya guna game boot.
Lagi murah.
up right now.
Saya guna game beat.
Lagi murah.
iQOO.
Lights. Camera. Action! Have you pick up right now?
Saya guna game beat.
Lagi murah.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the iQOO Z11 Series Honor of Kings, the Battle of Kings tournament. My name is Sir Cloud. I will be your storyteller for tonight. And yes, I will be alone, but I'm not truly alone because all of you out there are watching together with me. So leave your comments in, well, the comment section. So maybe I can read out some of those. But anyway, for tonight, we'll be watching the quarterfinals for this tournament. And for this tournament specifically, we will have a prize pool of 3,400 ringgit. Yeah, that's a lot of money there. Where the first place will take home 1,000 ringgit, second place will take home 500 ringgit, third place will be 250 ringgit. And all top 3 teams will receive 1,200 tokens each. Thank you so much to Game Juice for being together with us and supporting this tournament as well. And for the first game in this tournament, we will be watching these two amazing teams that will be Tanjung Malim and also NNG. So that's something for us to look forward to. Now, before we started the day, these teams, they actually played a round 1 before this. So it is the top 14, top 15, top 16. Yeah, they played actually a first round before this, which is a top 16. So from then, tonight, we're going to see the quarterfinals, which will be 4 games that will be played. Yes, so they had a good warm-up, basically. They had a good feel of the game, they had a good feel of themselves, and then in the quarterfinals, they will continue on their journey. So technically, this is not their first game tonight. This is their second game tonight, but that was played off-stream. But on-stream, we're going to watch 4 quarterfinals games. Now, who will be coming up next? Well, you got to stay tuned to find out. Now, just to give a little bit of a background to our opponents tonight. So, it's going to be Tanjung Malim and NNG for game number 1. And Tanjung Malim, I wonder if this team is actually from Perak, because, Tanjung Malim, they actually fought against a Nailing team in the best of 1 series and they won that. And for NNG, they fought against a Wolf Kirit. I had a moment when I saw the team name, like, is this Wolf Chirit? Okay, yeah, I needed to have a good look. So it was Wolf Chirit. And they won 1-0, obviously, because it's a best of 1. And now they'll be meeting up with Tanjung Malim, which will also be another best of 1 series. So throughout the entire night, we'll be watching a best of 1. Now, the format will be like this. So the 4 series that we'll be watching tonight, the winner of each 4 series, basically they will move on to a top 4 playoff in the semi-finals that will be played this Sunday. So if you want to know the continuation from today, it will be on this Sunday. And not only the semi-finals will be played this Sunday, but the grand finals as well. So we will crown the champion and we will also determine who will be the top 3 that will take home the cash prize as well as the tokens, thanks to Game Juice as well. So that's something that you want to stay tuned for tonight and then Sunday, basically. Yep. So can't wait to see what will they be putting out tonight, what sort of heroes that will be put out tonight. Will we see meta heroes? Will we be seeing some unusual picks? Or maybe some of them just want to try to keep some cards to themselves. So that's something for us to check out later on. Now, of course, we want to talk about like some potential heroes that might be picked. So there are some buffed heroes, right, with the recent patch, especially with the Attack on Titan collaboration with Honor of Kings. So Zhang Fei could be one of those big ones. He received a huge buff, giving him a significant amount of damage increase. So that could be one as well. I believe that could be one, a top pick. Jing could be another top pick as well. I mean, Jing has not really fallen off meta. Jing has always been a very good pick, and with the fact that with the recent patch update, Jing received an upgrade as well, so that could be one thing too. So keep an eye on these two heroes, or maybe even Charlotte as well, because Charlotte also received a decent buff, and Charlotte's one of those steady heroes. But anyway, we're going to jump into the draft for game number 1, and Tanjung Malim will be on the blue side, NNG will be on the red side. We're going to start off with the bans, of course. So we're going to see what they're going to take out of the ban list. So it looks like Pei is going to be out. Jing is out as well. We did talk about Jing and this hero receiving buffs, and of course skin buff as well with the Attack on Titan collaboration. So it looks like they just don't want to deal with that one. Pei has always been this hero that is like, okay, I just don't want to deal with it because of its pacing ability and the scalability towards the late game as well. You don't want to deal with the Pei when he just jungle invades you. And Luna is out as well. So now, Zhang Fei, as what we kind of expected, is being picked up right here by NNG. So yeah, that's going to be a hot pick. But oh, wait a second. I'm just looking at the player names, right? So I'm just wondering, is this the Nono that we know of, right? That has played professionally before. So if it is, then it's going to be an interesting matchup here to see Nono actually playing in this tournament, to see how far he can go together with his teams, with his teammates. Now, unfortunately, I have limited capability of reading Chinese characters, so mind me, I will be mentioning hero names if I can't mention player names. The only player name that we'll probably mention here is No. Yeah, and that's about it. But anyway, coming back to the draft. So it looks like a lot of durability on the side of Tanjung Malim. So we have the Lapu Lapu, we have the Byron, very durable type of heroes. So that's going to be something of a challenge for NNG that they need to try to overcome. So looking at how the composition is like, the duo between Byron and Lapu Lapu, they're going to stick together because Lapu Lapu, he has this passive that will give extra resistance towards whoever who's around him. So that would significantly increase Byron's capability of tanking. Now, this is a meta that is even played in the professional scene as well, and it has been proven to be something of a very strong meta. They can be a strong brick wall in front. So the challenge for NNG right here is to try to not only break down this great wall, but ideally to not try to play front to back, try to play from the side, try to play from the back, try to just surprise their opponents, surprise Tanjung Malim. And I think that what the NNG will be looking forward to. Now, based on the hero drafts that NNG has put out, not really showing much capability of going to the backline, but then again, to be fair to them, they have not picked their clash lane, they have not picked their jungler. Now, these two roles generally are able to go to the backline, so does look like they are setting themselves up for that. Yeah, and Charlotte highlighted, and a hero that's been buffed, or maybe Fateh. Fateh is kind of capable as well, going all the way to the backline, just ignoring the front, or just try to backstep from the back. So they're kind of deciding on that. But if you talk about like mobility, Charlotte will have better mobility. So between the two, I do like the Charlotte pick a little bit better, as you can go all the way to the backline. Catch Haya maybe, or maybe just ignore Haya. We'll see how that one goes, right? A lot of protection will be needed for Haya to come up with something big here. Yeah. So that's going to be one. Now the backline, we might see, Consort U. Okay, so Consort U on the backline. This is going to be interesting though. So the Consort U also has her own passive, that is anti-physical. Now, this is an interesting draft by Tanjung Malim, right? With the fact that, okay, you have a console, even if somebody goes all the way to the back line, you can just run away. You are anti-physical damage, so you can kinda escape Charlotte there. The next pick is going to be Dune. Ooh, okay, adding more durability towards NNG. So it's going to be a Dune jungle. We don't get to see this very often, at least in recent time. When Honor of Kings Global first came out, yeah, Dune Jungle was a big hit, but then again, it kind of fell off. People like to play a little bit more on the assassin side for jungles, but pretty much it's okay. I mean, it has been played before. Nevertheless, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be the draft. We're going to get into the game, so I really can't wait to see how will, especially NNG, overcome this sort of situation. Now, based on the draft itself, right? I'm looking at a lot of high-ranking players here from NNG. Okay, but putting aside the ranks, right? Putting aside the ranks, based on draft, I kind of like the draft of Tanjung Malim a little bit more, but then again, NNG, well, they have No. I would assume that this is the No, right? If that's one. And they do have answers to, like, if NNG were to go all the way to the backline, so that's one thing. Anyhow, it is going to be a best of one series, so they have to be able to do their very best. Once you're out, then you're out. It's not a double elimination, it's a single elimination, ladies and gentlemen. Even the semifinals is a single elimination, by the way. No double elimination at all for this tournament. Alright, let's see who will get a good start here. Looks like Tanjung Malim, a little small advantage at the very beginning, but that's okay. It's still very, very early. And Uno is the one playing Zhang Fei. That's my jam there. And he's ready with the Attack on Titan skin. Man's got money. Anyway, here comes the engagement from the bottom. Try to go all the way to the backline, try to find the Long, but then again, Long has enough protection, especially if you have a Zhang Fei there. Even if Zhang Fei is not at level 4 yet, he's still able to sweep his opponents away, giving space for his farm later, so that's going to be alright. And plus, he does have the Leaping Saber to provide shield as well. So as we can see here, looks like Lapu Lapu is taking a lot of damage there, but speaking about damage, at the top, a 2v1 situation against the Charlotte. But being a Clash laner, if, like, you're in a situation where you need to fight against two others, all you need to do is just to stay safe, play underneath your tower, and you'll be generally fine. We're talking about Nuno here. Oh, but look at the backline here. It comes from the back. You do have the Dune showing up. Are they going to make a big engagement here? Opponents are still at level 3, so if an engagement were to come, now would be a pretty decent time. But before that, decided to just take away the jungle creeps from the side. That's alright. I can see that NNG, they're really trying to look for an engagement, but now with the fact that the console is already at level 4, it's not going to be that easy. And soon to come, Lapu Lapu is going to be at level 4 as well. But looking at the current setup, it does feel like Tanjung Malim, they are setting themselves up for the late game. Ooh, Moonscape Mirage. Somebody's caught there. I don't know who that is. I think it's the Byron though. Okay, receiving a decent amount of damage. Oh, and it is the Charlotte. Charlotte caught. Charlotte goes out. Looks like it's going to be a trade-off here between the two teams. Haya goes down as well. A little bit of a chase there. But it does look like NNG, they're looking to secure the blue buff. So they can get a few pickups along the way, why not? But the fact is that that's not going to be their focus right now. Their focus is just to zone them off and lock in the blue buff. But it looks like Tanjung Malim will not make it easy for them though. Oh, but could this be a bad decision here? Universal Law, lots of damage onto Lapu Lapu, but Lapu Lapu still managed to escape though. No, it's the next one to go down. And looks like NNG, they're falling apart right now. Did they manage to get the blue buff? No, they did not. Oh, they kind of did. Dune actually got it though. But the fight's not over yet. Goes all the way to the back line. Looks like the Charlotte wants revenge and double kill to the Charlotte. Revenge is served. Wow, okay. That was quite a long engagement there on the blue buff, I must say. the zoning, the trade backs, and at the end of the day, I believe it was. Oh wait a second, I believe it was Tanjong Malim that actually got the blue buff. Because the Hanshin still has it. And NNG, they kind of lost a little bit more than what they could chew, but they managed to trade it back towards the end, especially with the Charlotte showing up, getting a double kill. So that was a good one. But now the objective is up. Who's going to secure this Tyrant here? Both sides want to contest for it. The Byron's still playing around the mid lane. They try to clear off the Charlotte. I believe that the Tanjong Malim this time. Oh, wait a second. Oh, wait. Crucial kill. What? Hansen. Hansen went in with the Smites. Whoa. Okay. Okay. Man. That's very brave though. They only lost one player. They only lost the Hansen, but then again, they got the Tyrant. So I would say that by losing one player to get the Tyrant, it's worth it though. Now Lapu Lapu's all alone. It's kind of sandwiched here. When the minions are right in front of the tower, he has to find a way to retreat. But then again, it's NNG that disengaged. I mean, objective secure, they already got the tower, so that's fine. Unbridled Albus is ready, but is NNG ready for an engagement? Not yet. It can be kept for a counter engage as well, so it really depends on the setup. In the middle, a little bit of an awkward position here for the Haya. And unfortunately, the Haya will pay the price for it. But not only Haya though, Universal Law damage onto the Lapu Lapu. The Lapu Lapu is tanky enough to soak in the damage. Now, oh, that's a really big brave move here by the Hansen. Close one! That flaming palm. Woo! So close. Man. That flaming palm, dude, that flaming palm left him with like, what, 1% of health. It was super close. Was it worth it? Therefore, man, therefore. I mean, the mid tower is protected and the mid tower is the one that you want to protect the most. That's fine. Very risky play though, not gonna lie. Oh, Moonscape Mirage? Okay, who's caught in it though? Oh, okay, so it's the Dune. Not the best kind of hero to catch. And now they will counter back again. Haya loses his life, so he goes to Lapu Lapu as well. They'll be depending on the Byron to try to tank the forefront. But the Byron won't be enough though. If you have 5 players there in the middle. NNG now. Doing really well. But the Moonscape Mirage onto the Dune. A little bit of a boo-boo if you ask me. Oh, Flaming Palm. Look at the damage onto the Byron. If only that Moonscape Mirage caught maybe the Charlotte or the Zia, that'll be great. The Lone would be great, but not the tank, man. I mean, the moment he caught the Dune, oh man, it was really, really difficult. You're definitely not going to get a kill onto the Dune. And because, like, of that position with NNG still around, like, even after the Moonscape Mirage expires and you return back to the real world, there's not enough Tanjong Malim players there to back him up. But nevertheless, Universal Law did not connect at all. Just look at the side, look at the side. Nuno shows up, he does have the Unbridled Albus though. He's going to keep it for now because he knows that it's not going to be worth it to use the Unbridled Albus against 2 tanks and the Lone, because the Lone can still fly away. So he's going to keep that for now. Anyway, I have not seen the Lung using the Infinite Vastness yet, so I guess not really much of a opportunity. And I'm just waiting for the next right moment. I believe they're looking for the next objective though. It could probably be the Overlord at the top. But before that, zoning works happening right now. No big engagements. I don't expect them to really engage though. We're gonna focus on to just zoning them off. And with the fact that you have a Lone, like a Flaming Palm will easily take down towers. Okay, soon, another Flaming Palm, but before that, here comes the Unbridled Albus, just to zone them off. No intention to engage there. Objective gameplay here shown. NNG playing this very well, and now with the fact that they got the second mid tower, this will open up a lot of space for them. But the fact that Tanjung Malim knows that they cannot fight, they're starting to play a little bit of a split push here. Hansin's trying his best, but can he break down the tower before his teammates go down? That would be the big question. Charlotte is sent to defend the bottom tower. Is he able to get it in time? No! At least he tried. If you don't try, you never know, they say. Oh, but here comes the Dune. All the way onto the back line. Just to zone them off again, but minions are not there. Probably going to change their direction right now. Get the red buff, and then get either the Tyra or the Overlord. They're quite spread out right now. But since the Dune is up there and they're heading towards the Overlord, yep, there you go. I really like this Attack of Titan skin. Are they going to do a double? It looks like they're doing a double though. They're going to get the Overlord and the Tyrant together. I mean, they can. With the level of zoning that they have now against Tanjung Malim. There you go, that's going to be the Tyrant secured. Overlord should be anytime soon. There you go. It's a double whammy here for NNG, people. That's the best case scenario, and it just shows dominance. Shadow Vanguard, okay, towards the bottom lane. Interesting enough though, because they are stacked out at the bottom, but then again they sent the Shadow Vanguard down there. Alright, Blazing Cape brought by Dune, so he's really tanky right now. You have the Venomous Staff too, by the Zia. But then again, we check on the items later because right now the engagement is happening. And NNG is going in all the way. There's no way that Tanjung Malim can fight back this moment with the level of durability that they have. Look at this. The Dune is just tanking the forefront, and at the side, look at the long from the side, the damage from the long. Oh man. Lucky for the constant U, he managed to escape all the way behind, but nevertheless, nothing will stop NNG from taking home the one and only game and moving on to the semi-finals. We will see them again this Sunday. Alright, let's check out the items. Lapu-Lapu is clearly underfarmed here. So even if he kind of pairs with the Byron with his passive, it's not going to be enough. In fact, the Byron has only completed, I would say, a significant one is the Blazing Cape to try to tank the forefront, but that's not going to be enough. Level gap is going to be another thing as well, but the gold gap is just huge at this moment. I mean, if you just look at opposite, right? Like you have Venomous Staff, anti-heal item. You have obviously the Blazing Cape as well, also anti-heal. So not going to stand a chance to try to tank the forefront against this item build. Like if I were to look at this, Tanjung Malim, they basically need more time. But unfortunately, time is not given to them as well. I mean, even Nuno is well stacked up as well, and he can tank too. Obviously, as the tank, yep, that's his main role. And you have enough durability with the Charlotte as well. Let's see here. Sycamore Cloak is even completed by the Charlotte. So I guess that's in preparation of in case the Charlotte is being caught by Haya with the Moonscape Mirage, that Sycamore Cloak will come in play. Because I don't see that really useful against the Pirate, against the Consort U, against the Hansin, or even the Lapu-Lapu. So that's made just because of the Haya. Because we kind of think about it, right? Among all these heroes that NNG has, arguably that Haya is the... Haya would try to target either the Charlotte, the Zia, or maybe even the Loom. So by him putting himself as a potential target, that's why he bought the Sycamore Cloak. But yeah, looking over at some of these other stats here. Okay, so damage output, no surprise here, frankly speaking. I mean, Zia as a mage is always up there. And then you have the Flaming Palm from the Loom as well. Anything too unusual here? Well, I guess if we were to compare between the Dune and also the Zhangpei, the amount of tank goes all the way to Dune, but it's kind of apparent, right? Like his playstyle is just to engage in front and just be that wall. So that 66.1k is a reflection of his kind of gameplay and how he played this round. The Zhangfei, yeah, comes in second, so that's okay. I mean, they work hand in hand together. But a little bit unfortunate that the Byron was not able to be that key tank because he is capable of doing that, especially with the passive from the Lapu Lapu. But yeah, too bad. Now, this is a reminder for everyone. Okay, it's a reminder for everyone that the prize pool is 3,400 ringgit. Yep, and the champion will take home 1,000 ringgit plus 1,200 tokens. Second place will be 500 ringgit and 1,200 tokens. Third place will be 250 ringgit and 1,200 tokens. And we'd like to thank Game Juice for the tokens as well. Now the next match, I just got an update here, will be GMC Move, which will be on the blue side, and 5 Monkeys that will be on the red side. Just to illustrate their journey so far, so obviously the same as the other teams, they played a best of 1 series before the broadcast started, and 5 Monkeys, they won against Team Chin Chai. Now I have no other information other than the score and who were their opponents. So yeah, but if there was like, okay, maybe if I know like who the players are, that would be kind of cool. But it's okay. We get to know them as we get into the game. And GMC Move fought against GX 4.2 team. What's GX 4.2? What sort of formula is this? Trying to figure this one out. GX 4.2. Why 4.2 though? GX 4.0, but nevertheless, GX 4.2, they lost against GMC Move. So GMC Move moved forward into the quarterfinals, and they're going to be going up against 5 Monkey in a best of 1 series. Well, it's only 1 game here. Single elimination, by the way. You win this, you move on to the semi-finals that will be played on Sunday, and you're 1 step closer to start gaining the prizes, because the prizes will be only for the top 3. So even if you move on to Sunday, you're part of the top 4, it doesn't guarantee you any prizes at all. So you have to win 1 more match at the semifinals, and then you're entitled to a prize. Yeah, because it's only top 3, ladies and gentlemen. And GMC Move. I wonder what does this stand for. GMC Move. Get my... I don't know. I can't think of one. Get my chew move. I don't know. That could be one of the new Gen Z terms, right? We need to start creating this Gen Z dictionary, Like what's a no cap? In my mind, when people say no cap, it's like, a bottle cap. So you don't cap it that way. But apparently it means something else that I'm incapable of explaining for now. Yeah, that is me. What else? What are the Gen Z terms here? Slay, yeah, I've been hearing that. Just don't ask me to explain it. I'll probably just butcher it. What else? I heard something new recently. Oh, but recently, right? Recently, I kind of heard this. So this Gen Z was taking a picture, and you know what he said? He said cheese, and I'm like, wow. I haven't heard the term cheese for like forever. It's like, people say cheese still nowadays? And then he was like, we don't say cheese? And I'm like, cheese was like something that I said like a million years ago, and I'm starting to hear that again. Like, how did they come up with? But nevertheless, yeah, we're going to figure that one out later on, because right now we're going to look at the draft. Yes, thank you so much. I'm going to run out of stories soon if I continue on. But anyway, more stories later on. Now, this is going to be GMC Move on the blue side and 5 Monkeys on the red side. And we can see an Arlie ban here. Oh yeah, we didn't see an Arlie ban earlier. Arlie is kind of like one of those meta bans. The Long is being banned out. Now, Long is not really a meta ban, but it is a rank-ish band. Actually, not really. You know what's a ranked band? A ranked band right now is an Algren. We have not seen an Algren yet tonight. Chicha is out. Okay, Chicha is pretty decent, I would say. Chicha, it kind of tells me that GMC move like they are like banning like meta heroes, and then you get to see the pay taken out by 5 monkeys. I have a feeling we are not going to see a pay tonight. Yeah. You're going to see tons of Zhang Fei's. I'm pretty sure you're going to lock this one in. Zhang Fei heal? Come on. Zhang Fei stun. Come on, man. You can do it. Zhang Fei stun. Or maybe no, maybe something else. You're going to go total opposite with the Sun Bin, maybe? Yeah, you got to go Zhang Fei, man. I mean, Zhang Fei with the buff, it's just super good. And Zhang Fei was already good. But with the damage buff recently, you can easily clear jungle faster, you can clear the lanes faster, and you can KS your friends better. But come on, guys. Instead of Zhang Fei heal, do a Zhang Fei stun. Zhang Fei stun, people. Zhang Fei stun is life. Yeah, go for that one. But anyway, on the other side, we have a Marco Polo together with a Lampo. I would say this is pretty stock standard. Princess Frost, Diren J, also pretty stock standard, I must say. Very balanced for both sides. Both sides, they're already locked in their tanks early on, so this will give them the liberty of picking like assassin jungles coming up next. So looks like they're going to keep jungle for later, because right now they're going to focus onto the second base ban, Azia being locked in by 5 monkeys. So that's alright. I would still say that this draft is still pretty stock standard here. Guan Yu out. Ooh. I think both sides clash lane, they're going to go for an engagey sort of hero. Yeah, I do see that coming. So yeah, there goes the rank ban hero, Algren. And the Young Gen is out as well. Oh, kind of surprised. But anyway, it kind of makes sense because GMC move can still go for the Dolia Young... no, they cannot go for the Dolia Young Gen combo. So, okay. I mean, I'm just speaking from a meta perspective, right? Like, Young Gen, nice combo with Dolia. There's no way GMC move is going to go for Young Gen Dolia combo unless, the only unless is that they move Zhang Fei to a clash lane. Just because of the damage increase. Is it doable? I don't know. I have not tried personally, but in theory, I kind of think that it kind of works. But I mean, you're playing a best of one, so you don't want to risk that one, right? But anyway, confirm is going to be Zhang Fei support because you're going to get the Charlotte. It's going to be on the clash lane. So yeah, the Yang Jiang ban is a little bit, I'm not too sure about that ban. I would have banned anything else. I would have banned even the Charlotte. Guan Yu ban is kind of okay for me. But anyway, what's done is done. The only thing to do right now is to look forward. And the Luna being picked up. And this is what we talked about, right? Because they already locked in their tank support early on. So this gives them the flexibility to pick an assassin jungle. So the Luna is a pretty nice one. But it looks like 5 monkeys, they're going to double down on tankiness. They're probably going to go for the Bai Chi here. Bai Chi with a stun. Interesting. Now, I'm not sure if the Marco Polo wants to keep the stun though, or if the Marco Polo wants to go for a Purify because of the Princess Frost especially. Can be quite disruptive though. But you know what? Now I'm kind of thinking about this, right? The Marco Polo has decent counter. And you know what the counter is? The counter is Zhang Fei. Zhang Fei in human form, Forbidden Domain, and then he just cancels out the Marco Polo. So yeah, so that's one thing. Now I'm not sure about the Marco Polo pick though. I kind of feel that the Marco Polo pick, especially if it's a stun Marco Polo and it's not a Purify Marco Polo, it could be kind of scary though. Yeah. So I don't know how will the Fervor Barrage would work out well for the Marco Polo. So the Marco Polo really has to come up with solid timing for the forward barrage to come in. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, there's going to be GMC Move versus 5 Monkeys. Let's see what will happen here. I do like the draft of GMC Move a little bit more personally. After kind of thinking about like theory crafting around like, oh, how would the Marco Polo be successful in this round? It's going to be pretty tough. I mean, it's not like Zhang Fei is like a 100% counter, but I'm just saying that Zhang Fei can kind of stop the forward barrage, especially with the Marco Polo not having a Purify. But it's okay. It's all about timing at the end of the day, right? It's all about timing. Especially with the fact that you have a Hansid, or you have like the Hansid, you have like the Bai Chi that can open up fights and just draw those skills away. And once those skills are drawn away, that's the best moment for the Marco Polo to go in with the forward barrage. Yeah, even Lampo can do that as well. So solid choices there for 5 Monkeys, if you ask me. But let's see, it's all about timing, it's all about execution at the end of the day. Honor of Kings is a really fast-paced game, especially when it comes to team fights. Speaking about team fights, we're going to see the team fight right at the top here. We might see the first blood real soon. Or maybe not. But here comes the rest of them. It's going to be a 4v2. But the backup has arrived though. First blood is given towards GMC Move. Not only the first blood though, the second blood as well. Lots of damage here by the Luna. Wow. Getting himself a... it's not a double kill for the Luna, but 2 kills for GMC Move. So yeah, so far, I mean, based on the draft, I do like it. And they are showing that they're pretty good at execution. But I will give the benefit of the doubt though to 5 Monkeys. If they are able to execute well and able to put in a good forward barrage, 5-man forward barrage, and that will be pretty awesome. So it's all down to the late game here for 5 Monkeys, if you ask me. Oh, this Zhang Fei. The cat skin. Why no Attack on Titan skin, Zhang Fei? Maybe he needs to win the prize pool and the tokens before he can get that. Okay, I can totally understand that. And that's why he's joining us here today at the iQOO Z11 Series Honor of Kings tournament. Try to win that juicy game juice tokens. Alright. So next big engagement. I guess everyone's feeling conservative right now because you're just waiting for the objective, right? Yeah, Tyrant or the Overlord. Universal Law just to clear things up in the middle. Oh, but Charlotte went all the way in. And that's just a bit of a tease. Not Charlotte, the Luna went all the way in. Up, bruh. Nobody saw that, okay? Nobody saw that. Nobody saw that. Sorry guys, censored. Anyway, he's going to try to make up for it. Goes all the way to the backline, but now he's kind of caught. Universal Law deals damage onto the Zhang Fei and he pays the price for it. Ladies and gentlemen, don't do that at home, okay? Anyway, yeah. Unbridled Outburst by the Zhang Fei did not connect at all. I mean, okay, I can understand as a Zhang Fei top 5% Asia, I can understand like, okay, your Unbridled Outburst that kind of distance, but then again, to me that was pretty off. No Unbridled Outburst, 5 Monkeys will easily take down the Tyrant unchallenged. In fact, they have everything. They still have the forward barrage. So GMC Move, without the Unbridled Outburst, they will not go in at all. Universal Law again, just to clear things up. Anyway, in the middle, yeah, 2 tanks just hitting each other. Oh, but Charlotte at the top. Solo gameplay, perhaps? Not really, though. Charlotte's pretty low. Baichi comes in for the back. And Charlotte will fall. And not only Charlotte, the Luna as well. Looks like 5 monkeys. After securing the objective, the Tyrant, now they're on the verge of coming back. Try and get the blue buff. Should be able to zone it. We still have the Lampo there. Alright, they got it for themselves. Okay, good work there. Because GMC move, they have a Luna. So you want to try to deny away the blue buff from the hands of the Luna as much as possible. That's like how to fight. Okay, Unbridled Outburst. A little bit too early there, my friend. I mean, here's the thing, right? So, use an Unbridled Outburst in that kind of scenario, your teammates are not able to follow up. And now, without the Unbridled Outburst, your opponents know that they can engage anytime. So because of that, right now, GMC Move had to play a little bit more passive. At least until the Zhangfei gets his Unbridled Outburst. Now, if we were to look at some of the items here, right? So, Venomous Staff is completed by the Princess Frost. So that's going to be a crucial item. Oh, but no anti-heal item yet for 5 monkeys. Okay, that's going to be really important for them because they're going up against Charlotte. Yeah, especially Charlotte. And then, of course, over time, lifesteal will be a thing for the Direnji and the Luna as well. So at some point, they need one. Okay, yeah. So looks like the Baichi completed the Blazing Cape. So that's going to be the anti-heal item. But I believe that the Zia should go for a Venomous Staff too. Right. Anyway, coming back to the gameplay. Zhangfei has to be a little bit more cautious about using the Unbridled Outbursts. The timings and so. Because right now, 5 monkeys, they seem to start to have that confidence boost. They're starting to gather. Might be looking for engagement soon, especially at the bottom. We have the Lampo there. Again, here comes. It's going to be a 3v1. Nowhere to go, nowhere to hide. And there goes the Direnji back into, well, not really the lobby, but back into the countdown, waiting for the respawn.
Red team has destroyed a tower.
I can see 5 monkeys now picking up the pace though. So, okay, so put it this way, right? So if GMC move, they want to win this fight, they have to have an effective Zhangfei with the Unbridled Outburst. That's the key at this moment. And not only just to be effective, but he has to hit the right targets. He has to hit the right targets at the right moment. Especially against the Marco Polo with the Fervor Barrage. Gotta be extra careful with that. You know what's the law from the side? But now 5 monkeys, all they're doing is to focus on zoning. Alright, they're gonna just buy a little bit more time. Everyone's doing the same as well. Oh, last hit. They close it now. Zoning is happening right now. GMC move is starting it at the Tyrant area. 5 monkeys. Okay, they can try to contest for it. Okay, the Hanzi is ready with Smite. He's gonna go in all the way. They're gonna try to stop him a little bit more. Last smite. He did not manage to smite it out. But here comes the Unbridled Outburst to push 2 of them from 5 monkeys to the side, allowing GNC move to lock in the kill onto the Baichi. That's all in here for GMC move. The tower is still active though, but Minion is still there. They will take down the mid tower, and that's going to be objective secure, but they lose the Charlotte at the same time. Now, without the Charlotte, are they going to back off? That's going to be the question. Fervor Barrage is still active though. If they're not careful and they forget and they gather together, Fervor Barrage comes in. Could be a big ace there for 5 monkeys. 5 monkeys after losing the Tyrant, they're going to focus on the Overlord. Oh, is the Luna going to go in and try to get a smite here? Okay, that's not going to be the case. A little bit of tease there by the Luna. But 5 monkeys there already. I mean, you have the Lampo there. And the Universal Law as well. Still pretty 50-50 though. I mean, okay, now talking about gameplay-wise, right? We're already like close to 10 minutes into the game. Gameplay-wise is 50-50 because both sides have their moments and both sides have their not so moments.
The
It's kind of
Overlord
50-50
turret has been
here.
enhanced. Cannons moving out.
You know what I would have liked? I would have liked a Yi Xing and a Zhang Fei combo. That would have been pretty awesome. The Princess Frost doesn't give the same type of combo with Zhang Fei. The time will be locked in by GMC Move, and 5 monkeys will make sure that they take home the Overlord. This is when Zhang Fei went to check things out. But no smite for GMC Move by that during that time, so it's okay. I think the Luna is going to try something sneaky. Right in the middle. Anytime soon, Zhang Fei, Unbridled Outburst. No, he's going to keep that for now. Leaping Savior to provide shield towards his teammates. Probably he's waiting for the full barrage to come in, and then he'll try to counter with the Unbridled Outburst because Marco Polo is still keeping it tight. I'll let this one go for now. But what's important for GMC Move is, of course, to protect the mid tower as much as possible. It's going to be their side quest for now. Both sides have big engages, but not really putting too much effort onto it. Oh, the Luna. Oh, Luna. Oh, Luna.
Destroyed a tower.
Lucky enough the Luna checked. I was kind of worried that the Luna just walked straight in. That would have been it for the Luna. Okay, but here comes Charlotte. They're going to go in for a chase, but are you sure? Oh, a bright Albus from the back. That's a good one there. Time to engage. GMC Move. Go, go, go all the way to the back line. And the Luna locks in a triple kill. What an engagement by GMC Move. Whoa. This is what we call move like Jagger, people.
Red team has destroyed
I
a
gotta
tower.
move like Jagger. That's why we're talking there. That move, ladies and gentlemen, that move, super solid. I like how like they kind of have it planned, like okay, push them to a funnel, and then the Zhang Fei comes from behind with the Unbridled Outburst, and boom. The only one that managed to escape is Hansen. Nothing much you can do about that situation. Who's getting the blue? Who's getting blue? Okay. Wow. Good understanding there, leaving that for Luna. If in any ranked game, that would have been taken by anyone, including the Zhang Fei. But anyway, that's why they're playing competitive. Universal Law, not too much damage onto the Zhang Fei.
Destroyed a tower.
He probably already has a Succubus Cloak at this moment. And that's why the Universal Law doesn't have too much impact. Anyway, Unbridled Outburst all the way to the backline, and engagement here. They're probably going to get 3 at least. But then again, Marco Polo managed to escape, but still, they are able to get the Zia. But not only the Zia though, the Liampo goes down as well. Beautiful execution here by GMC Move, and then going in even further here. They see the Marco Polo a little bit too far. GMC Move remains disciplined. The pullback for now.
Blue team has destroyed a
And especially with the fact that they got the mid tower, so perfect situation for them. Okay, here comes. Oh, look at the damage there to the Hansen! Oh man, Hansen could not withstand that at all. And the crystal will be taken by GMC Move. Beautiful draft. Beautiful execution towards the end. And I must say, the Zhang Fei, he redeemed himself. As a Zhang Fei top Asia, I give that to him. Mr. Zhang Fei, I'm so sorry I have limitations of reading your name, but Mr. Zhang Fei, you my man, made an amazing comeback towards the end. So that's good stuff there. I really like it, you know, like seeing these kind of moments where like those players, they pick up themselves and from a not so good start, and then towards the end you have a really good ending, and because of that really good ending, then your team wins the game. So yeah, I love it. But we gotta award the MVP this round to the Luna. Pretty cool. I would say that the Luna did very well in this round. Really big impact from the Luna as well. But I also gotta give it honorable mention to the Zhang Fei with the Unbridled Outburst towards the end. I think that was really nice as well. But if we were to look at on the other side, okay, so Marco Polo, key complete item Doomsday, you have Spark Force Dagger, pretty stock standard, I must say. But then again, he was not able to execute a good Fervor Barrage. So that's the thing there. I guess not that many opportunities, and knowing that their opponents are smart and not gathering together. So that's one thing. The Hansin, however, did a really good start. Had a very good start. I mean, with Smite coming in to steal, I think it was pretty nice as well. But if we were to look at some of the other stats here, any surprising numbers here? Maybe Princess Frost is not the highest damage. You have, Princess Frost is actually the second lowest. Ooh, okay, I kind of expect that, because it's a Princess Frost, right? I kind of expect that the Princess Frost to be like somewhere up there, maybe like second place. Yeah, but then again, it's okay. They still win, and we'll see them this Sunday again in the semi-finals. All right, just got news, ladies and gentlemen. For our third game, will be game HY on the blue side and LBWT on the red side. And what are these players playing for? They are playing for a total prize pool of 3,400 ringgit, ladies and gentlemen. The first place will take home 1,000 ringgit, second place will be 500 ringgit, and third place will be 250 ringgit. And each top three team will receive an additional 1,200 tokens. Thank you so much to Game Juice for providing us with the tokens here. And of course, they're competing in this amazing tournament called the iQOO Z11 Series Honor of Kings, Battle of Kings tournament. For not only the prize pool, but also the glory of being crowned the champion as well. Okay, so a little bit of a backstory here, because I do have the bracket on my side. So for, let's see here, HY, they're on the blue side. They fought against UKM Esport. Wow. I would assume this UKM is the University UKM. Nice. But HY, obviously, they won in the best of one series, and that's why they move forward to the next game. And LBWT, okay, this will be quite a mouthful here for me. In fact, for any caster, if you're gonna get like this kind of name, you're gonna go like, oh, LBWT. Oh, man, tongue twister is a mouthful at the same time. Okay, they fought against ND, like a AN, and then you have like some sort of a dash with a DI. So they fought against ND. And obviously LBWT, they won, and we're going to see them going up against HY. So I have no idea who's going to win this one. But yeah, drafts do play a big role. So like how we saw earlier on, GMC move, they, in my opinion, had a better draft. And execution at the very beginning might be a bit questionable, but then again, they picked up the pace and then they won the game eventually. Now, we're going to focus on the HY versus LBWT, ladies and gentlemen, and this is still going to be a best of one series. Let's see what they're going to come up with. All right. Player names, though. I can only read Boom. I can read if that's even worth reading. If not, I'll just say the hero's name. And I can read Dianwei. Now, it will be very confusing if I say the player's name is called Dianwei if he's not actually using a Dianwei. So, my request for Dianwei of LBWT is to pick a Dianwei for himself. Please. If not, it will be very confusing. Thank you. Yes. That's my PSA, ladies and gentlemen. But oh, we're going to see the Algran here tonight. One of the most bannable heroes in ranked games. Oh, dude. Dolia Yangjian combo. LBWT, let's go. They know what they're doing here. They've been watching a lot of tournaments, I must say. All right. And now, we're going to see Zhang Fei the entire night, right? For sure, because of the buff, for sure, right? Okay, so the Dolia Yangjian combo, right? Here's the thing. Celestial Melody onto the Yangjian, and he will be like super health refresh kind of hero. I've actually tried playing this sort of combo, right? So I played rank and I saw somebody pick the Yangjian, and instead of going for my usual Zhang Fei, I thought like, okay, let me do a Dolia. Okay, but what I realized, right, is that playing this sort of combo, if you're in rank and generally you don't communicate, it's kind of hard. But if you play like in a team play like this, and obviously communication is going to be key, you're able to like give signals to each other, like, okay, ready to refresh, ready to Celestial Melody, whatever it is, whatever the comms is, right? And then the refresh will be like on point. Because if you don't see the site of origin, it's going to be quite hard to tell. Like, you have to open the menu and it's just too much work. It's going to be quite hard to tell that whether the site of origin by Young Gen has been used, right? And then how do you know when to refresh and all that? So it's kind of difficult. If you see it, you see it. But if you don't see it, then you don't see it. But if in a team fight scenario, sometimes you don't see it. So the best is to have good communication between the Young Gen and the Dolia to make sure that Celestial Melody hits at the right time. But I would take it as like, okay, they're playing here in this tournament. This is a team, and I'm sure they practice this one. I do like the Dolia Young Gen combo. I still think it's really, really good. Even with the buffs of other heroes around, the Dolia Young Gen combo is still pretty solid. Now that's going to be a key thing that HY will need to overcome. Now, how do they overcome this, right? They can pick I want to say they can pick a higher, but they already picked the Daochen. So that's not a direct combo. Because if you pick a higher, all you need to do is just you just Moonscape Mirage, say you kidnap the Dolia, they kind of break that combo. But with this kind of setup by HY, they don't really have an answer to break that combo yet. So their next best choice is to get anti-heal items. So your Blazing Cape and Venomous Staff has to come super early. That's going to be their next best choice there. Ah man, because you saw the Dolia, right? Okay. So the first pick was Algran, and then the second and third pick was the Dolia Young Gen. So by that time, you ask me, if I was HY, I'll go like, let's go higher to counter. But then again, yeah, and the higher is not banned anywhere though. So drafting wise, I think it's a bit of a missed opportunity. So now with the Direnjit locked as the final hero for LBWT, draft wise, guess what I'm going to say? I'm loving the draft by LBWT. I would say that their draft is solid. This is a pro draft, I must say. They really have done their research. They really know their stuff here. So I'm interested to see execution wise, how is it going to be like for them next. But yep. On the other hand, we do have Algran here that came in with an Intimidate. Ooh, you don't get to see that all the time. Interesting. Algran with Intimidate. Because this is a Algran Clash Lane, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, it's an Algran Clash Lane. Now, I would have thought that when Algran was being picked, my first thought is that, okay, it's going to be Algran jungle, but as they go along, it's like, oh, okay, get the Atta in. Atta Clash Lane, pretty cool. I thought like, okay, Atta Clash Lane, Algran jungle, but looks like it's going to be the other way around. Okay, it's really down to execution. I still like the draft of LBWT though, not gonna lie. Yeah, I just say a Gen Z term there. So, let's see here. So we talk about the Blazing Cape and also the Venomous Staff is going to be an important item for HY to try to counter the Dolia Yanjia combo. Zhang Fei needs to go for that, but it will take some time because he's a support. The other one is going to be the Atta. I mean, yeah, the Atta. I would say the Atta. More engaging. Nevertheless, lots of damage here. Oh, a bit of a U-turn here by LBWT. Especially coming from the Charlotte. But Charlotte's going in. They're going to try to catch the first blood here. Yes, they will. First blood. Goes to the Charlotte. Mr. Dian Wei. And yes, it will sound confusing. I'm going to call him Dian Wei. But he's actually the Charlotte user. Bruh. You might as well call yourself Charlotte, man. That would be less confusing if you want to play Charlotte, but yeah. But anyway, I would expect like the Atta. Okay, Venomous Staff is going to come from the Diao Chan. Yep. The Atta. Probably going to be... We're probably going to see a tank build Atta here. Yeah. Between the Algran and the Atta, at least the Algran does have the option of like, okay, I go damage build. Not really a big fan of that. I do prefer the Algran tank, but if you already have an Atta, so Atta will go tank, and the Algran will focus on getting damage in. Yeah, so that's how I see their build is. And they need to focus on to getting the anti-heal items. As for LBWT, well, if there's no anti-heal items, they'll be being chilling. But frankly speaking, even if there's anti-heal items towards the late game, it's still going to be hard for HY to try to break through because of the Dolia Yangja combo. Yeah, so that's going to be one. Let's see how that one goes, because right now the invasion is happening here by HY. They want to try to go in, go ship up, but nobody's going to follow up from there. In fact, it's going to be LBWT chasing them back. And both sides will disengage for now. Still pretty early. You don't want to take that major risk. Oh, LBWT going for the blue. Atta is hitting that direction as well. Okay, smites. And looks like LBWT, they stole that one. It will be given towards Yang Jan. Argan can't play this alone. Keep himself well and healthy. Especially with the fact that the Overlord and the Tyrant is going to be up soon. And LBWT, they're going to put focus onto the Tyrant for sure. That's a stock standard sort of movement and strategy here. Especially at the 4th minute. Alright. So, are we going to see a big engagement here? No, I don't think so, because the Yangja is still not there. And I believe that the Yangja will save himself for the Tyrant as well. So it's more of like, if the Lady Soon overextends, then cool. But if not, then okay, that's more like a tease. But they managed to force out the flash though. That's a good one. Okay, at the top. Nah, you're not going to chase underneath the tower. It's still too early there. Ghost ship up. They're trying to protect it. Maybe a little bit too early for the Ghost ship, but nevertheless, the engagement is happening right now with the Dolia down. The fact that the Dolia gets the kill. Whoa, it's the Dolia that got the kill. That was insane. Not only that, crucial death by the side of HY. They stole it away, but then again, at what cost? At the cost of 4 players. At the cost of 4 players, it's not worth it, if you ask me. Not at all. If at the cost of 1, that's fine, but at the cost of 4, no. Oh, Lady Z, boom. Got the Venomous Staff. It's ready for that. Counter against the heal from the Yang Jian, especially. The heal from the Zhang Fei, especially. That's why you go for Zhang Fei stun people. Haha. Yes, I'm going to advocate for that. Okay, but anyway, LBWT, because even though they lost the Tyrant, but because they got like 4 kills from there, it's still way ahead in terms of goal difference right now, about 2,000. Now they can go for the Overlord though. They do have Smite. They're going to try to get the objective at the bottom. Going to be 3 players from LBWT there. But no big tank there for them to engage. They're just going to try to zone them off. They're trying to poke them at the same time. 3 plays from HY right now. Unbridled Outburst. But nobody's there to follow up. And without the Unbridled Outburst right now, and with the fact that LBWT has 3 players down there, this is the signal for HY to go for it. But then again, they will continue on to engage at the top. Now the Algran is in trouble. But then again, the Ghost Ship will protect him. But will he protect him from the Charlotte? The answer is no! Still, the Youngja gets a double kill in the process. But the Charlotte chase tries to zone down. Oh, beautiful flash, and they will lock in at the kill at the bottom. Wow, what a move there by Boom. He just went bang, bang, boom there, people. I love it. I love it. I love that flash forward to secure that kill. That was just beautiful. The tower goes down as well. And now it's 0-8 with a 5,000 gold difference. And HY, they're losing their towers. In fact, all their tier 1 towers are down. And Brighter Albus, who's going to follow up from here? It's only the Algran there. So the Algran can hardly follow up. A bit of a waste if you ask me. Nevertheless, the gold ship out. But the counter comes in and they will lose the Zhang Fei in the process now without a proper tank. One by one will go down, including the Ogren, including the Dao Chen, and including the Atta as well. Only Lady Sun left. Lady Sun all alone.
Destroyed a tower.
Single and maybe available. Perhaps able to mingle as well. And they are mingling with her right now. Where's Lady Sun gonna go? Oh man. Kind of caught there, but okay.
Red team
Close
has
one.
destroyed a tower.
At least LBWT, they focus onto the objective and that leaves Lady Sun alive. But objective down though in the middle. So now all tier 2s are down for HY. HY, they're losing space to farm in their own jungle. So that means that the gold gap will be even bigger right now. It's already at, as it is, like about 8k. Here comes LBWT to engage and they got Lady Sun. Without the Zhang Fei, Lady Sun has no protection. And triple kill will be given away towards LBWT. They're looking for their next one though. Are they going to go all in for this? Not going to be worth it for them to just... Oh, but from the back, the Yang Jan shows up! Unstoppable, unbelievable, unpredictable. LBWT will move on to Sunday. Wow. That last move by the Young Jan people. We have 2 triple S. Are you kidding me here? Dude, the Young Jan 606 KDA, no triple S. Are you kidding me? I'm out of here, man. I'm out of here. That Young Jan deserves the MVP as well. Yeah. Mr. Young Jan, I don't care what the system says, even though the system gives the MVP to Boom, but you're my man. You're my man with that last move. Coming from behind, side of origin, boom. Man. But this is a hugely one-sided game. I mean, we're talking about a 17-0 game. It kind of looked slightly balanced at the beginning, but then again, the snowball from LBWT was just unstoppable. Their rotations were on point, their goal sharing was on point, and that's where we start to see that huge gap. And the other one was also during the Tyrant fight, where HY, they lost like 4 players during the Tyrant fight, so that was a bit of a shame there. Looking at some of the other stats here. Okay, all right. Now I see why Boom gets the MVP. Look at the damage. 105.7 thousand. That's bruh. Okay, all right. Give this guy the gold medal right now, okay, because of that, right? Man, okay, now I see why. Now I have no qualms on the ladies and getting the MVP for this round. All right, but anyway, I just got an update here. Our 4th and final game for tonight will be MW. It's playing on the blue side, and we have this very interesting team name. Sukma Sarawak, Orang Kame on the red side. Ooh, I can't wait to see this one because, yeah, I mean, they review themselves as Sukma representatives, so why not, right? But you know what? They are fighting for not only the glory, but they're also fighting for a total prize for 3,400 ringgit. The first place will take home 1,000 ringgit, second place 500 ringgit, third place 250 ringgit, and each top 3 team will receive 1,200 tokens. Thank you so much to Game Juice, and of course they're here competing for the iQOO Z11 Series. Honor of Kings Battle of Kings tournament. Yep. And we'll only find out the top 3 by the Sunday. So you guys gotta check back on Sunday to find out who will be the top 3 teams that receive these prizes and so on and so forth. Yeah, you don't want to miss out on that because looking at the quality of these teams, like based on draft, based on execution, the top 4 on Sunday is going to be really tight. Yeah, can't wait for that. I can't wait for the next one as well. I mean, we're talking about like Sukma Sarawak. Ooh. It's super cool to see how far Sukma Sarawak will go. I mean, they're going to represent the state of Sarawak for the upcoming Sukma that will be held in Selangor. It's hosted by Selangor. So this is also a good training ground. And I'm glad to see like a team like Sukma Sarawak actually taking this like, okay, as a platform for them, for their preparation for Sukma, because Sukma is going to be their big goal, right? I mean, that's why they call Sukma Sarawak. So yeah, being on the red side, they will have the second pick. So first pick is going to be MW. I wonder what does MW mean. So yeah, more wins maybe. MW. Oh, I kind of see MW, you know, now I see their name is like, you know, M, and you turn it around, it becomes W. It becomes a MW. Yes. I am 5 minutes in the future, Mr. Roti Liu Kepang. And have I eaten dinner? Kind of. Does 5 curry pops count? If that counts as dinner, then yes. If that doesn't count as dinner, then no. All right, you're going to hear this 5 minutes from now. Obviously, I'm from the future. But I don't know. Maybe you hear it now because it's you. But yeah. Sukma Sarawak. I have a lot of hope for this team, okay? Sukma Sarawak, okay. You know, come on. Bring out something good, okay? From the draft, bring out a good, solid draft and good, solid gameplay. I want to see that. Yeah. Bring it to us. Bring it to us. I mean, you put in the name Sukma Sarawak, a lot of attention will be onto you guys, right? So that will be pretty cool. Yeah, so for MW, I don't know. Okay, we're going to get the draft soon. All right? Without further ado, let's just jump into the draft, ladies and gentlemen. And this will be the last game for tonight. So let's see what we're going to get here. All right. Sukma Sarawak by XJT. Okay, we have Shadow, Lunave. I hope I pronounced it right. Yi, Kalal, and Ice Knife. Okay, at least finally players of an entire team that I can pronounce. Okay, and on the other side, I can pronounce Kayen. And then everyone else, I just say their hero names. But looks like Pei is not going to see the light of day. It's going to go out. Okay, Zhang Fei is going to be a hot one here. I am pretty sure we're going to see a Zhang Fei. Pretty sure. One more ban. It's not going to be the Zhang Fei. But it can be the Zhang Fei though, because first pick's blue side. So they can kind of stop Zhang Fei from being picked up. But it's Zhang Fei, well, Zhang Fei doesn't have a 100% win rate, right? But we all know the potential of Zhang Fei, especially with the recent buff. Okay, what would it be? Oh, the Dolia. Okay, so they want to make sure that there is no Dolia Yangjian. Combo Dolia Alain. Combo Dolia Yixing. Combo Dolia. You name it, right? That's not a combo. So they want to stop that from happening. But Chicha first pick. Oh, I really like the Chicha first pick because Chicha is pretty flexible. You can put Chicha on the farm lane, on the jungle, on the clash lane. So that will kind of confuse their opponents a bit. Oh, I'm going to see a Byron here for Sukma Sarawak. Because you already have Lapu Lapu with a passive, able to combo with the Byron. It's going to be pretty nice. And I would say MW, they can still stop the Byron Lapu Lapu combo from happening. They can pick it up for themselves. They're going to lock in the Nuwa. Okay, Byron, let's go. Sukma Sarawak, Byron. Let's go. Kita support Byron. Okay, I don't know if I got that right, but yeah. Yep, there you go. Guys, it's honestly, it's a pretty obvious setup here for Sukma Sarawak. So with the fact that MW didn't try to stop the Byron, I don't know. But then again, yeah, you don't want to get carried away by your opponent's draft as well, which I totally understand that you want to play your own gameplay, which is totally fine. But the Byron Lapu Lapu combo is going to be pretty solid at the front. And then obviously you have the Long behind that just throws flaming palms everywhere. Okay, but both sides, they have not picked their jungle yet. So jungle will be a mixed sense ban for both sides. And it looks like Sukma Sarawak, they're predicting that the Ogren is going to be played in the jungle. So they're going to remove that. One of the top ban ranked heroes. And I personally always ban the Ogren in my own ranked games as well. Ukyo Tachibana ban. Wow. I would kinda expect that if they want to ban some sort of that kind of hero, like they would go, arguably banning out the Musashi will be kind of better. But I kind of get the whole ukiyo tachibana as well, because if you talk about like win rates for ukiyo tachibana at the professional level, it's quite high. So maybe they're just batting based on meta. I don't know. I'm just speculating here. All right. We're going to see the Yao out as well. So they don't want to deal with Yao. Yeah, I don't like dealing with the Yao as well personally. Like you thought that, okay, he goes in and then you try to engage him and he goes back out. So definitely not my kind of tea. I don't like to deal with the Yao. Yeah. All right. Oh yeah, and the Haya is out as well. But we have a Xiao Chao here. I personally do like the Xiao Chao though. Very bursty, knockouts take forever, so pretty solid. Oh, okay, the Lubu. Okay, the Lubu by MW. That's going to be the answer to the two tanks in front, because Lubu is basically anti-tank. And then who's going to go to the back line? You have the Ying, who can be very disruptive at the back line as well. So I would say that I'm seeing that the Ying will put a lot more focus onto Xiao Chao. Are you going with a Yang Jian? Yang Jian jungle? You guys have enough durability by now. You can pick an assassin-ish sort of hero. I think they're not going to lock in the Yang Jian. They are going to lock in the Yang Jian? Okay, all right, cool. I respect that. Okay, I respect that. So lots of frontliners here for Sukma Sarawak. You have the Lapu Lapu. Okay, I get it, right? Because you have the Lapu Lapu's passive, so you want to share that passive between the Byron and the Yang Jian. Yeah. I guess that's what they're kind of thinking of. You want to share that passive with the Byron and the Yang Jian. Ooh, and I like Luna Bear's profile picture. It's kind of cool. Shout out to our pro athletes from Malaysia. So yeah, okay. So they're going to be pretty indestructible at the forefront for Sukma Sarawak, especially with that kind of combo. But nevertheless, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be the last game for tonight. And let's see here, will Sukma Sarawak live up to their name as Sarawak's representative for Sukma? Or are we going to see a surprise here for MW? Okay, so talking about how MW is going to overcome this situation, right? So going to the backline is going to be important. The Lubu is going to play an important role. You got to land a good tremor model is one thing, but you got to land a good follow-up after that, because Lubu is anti-tank. Especially with the true damage towards the late game. So that's going to be their answer to the 3 tanks. But if you want to ignore the 3 tanks and you want to go all the way to the backline, the Ying is going to play a big role. But looking at the pace of Sukma Sarawak right now, like, they're not only doing those small jungle invasions, but at the same time, they are also doing that goal sharing thing. So they know their stuff here. Honor of Kings is a game of teamwork. And the whole goal sharing concept is to entice teamwork. You gotta move together, especially at the early stage, to maximize the goal potential. Okay, big moves. When I wouldn't be surprised if we were to wait till like the first Tyrant, and then that's where we start to see big moves. But for now, everybody's gonna just respect each other. A Flaming Palm and Kian. I can adopt that. No issue. It's gonna be okay. Okay, look at this, right? So you have like 4 players from Sukma Sarawak gathering together. They're gonna do a bit of a jungle invasion here. Look at the damage here all the way to the backline. And speaking of the backline right now, looks like Sukma Sarawak, they might lose their player, but no, it's gonna be Ying down. They're chasing for more at this moment. And even the Chicha could not withstand the might of Sukma Sarawak. Sukma Sarawak right now managed to zone out MW. And the buff will go towards the hand of Sukma Sarawak. Wow, okay. And this is what I like, right? And I mentioned this earlier, is that the timing of moving together Not only they maximize the gold sharing potential, but they also made this jungle invasion. So that's really cool. And got a couple of kills along the process. I mean, got 2 kills. Now the gap is like about 1,500 gold difference. Less than 3 minutes, so that's pretty nice. Whoa! Let's see a big one here. Tyrant's gonna be up. Who is going to get it? Hey, that's the Titan there. Hey, Attack on Titan. Collaboration. Thank you, Observer. Mr. I think it's Uwu the Magical. aka Adrian Hendricks, I think. But okay. 3-on-1 time. Byron, they're not going to get much out of this for sure. Oh, the OB is not Adrian. Okay, I only see the account, but I don't know who. But okay. Alright. I will retract that. Okay. I'm not going to make Adrian famous for no reason. He has to earn it for me. Just like how he earned my my lunch the other day. Okay, anyway. Tyrant, let's go. Okay, and so much what they've set up for that, right? So you have the Lapu Lapu already opening up the space at forefront, getting information. Here comes the rest of Sukma Sarawak. They're gonna come in and they're gonna zone them all the way out there. No way MW is gonna be able to get close enough at all. And here comes Sukma Sarawak. They're gonna lock in the Tyrant. At the same time, they're gonna lock in the Ying as well. Looking for more kills here. At the side, they're gonna go all in onto the Lubu. Lubu Tremor model just to escape, not to engage. And now without the Tremor model, Sukma Sarawak, they know they have the upper hand. So yeah, there you go. They have the upper hand. They saw the Tremor model. They know like, okay, we can go even further. But then again, yeah, we're pretty content with what they have there. You know, it's just like Adrian pretty content of not doing OB tonight. Alright, I saw an emergence there, but that's just to, I don't know, nothing. But they still got Ying. Ying is not having a good time, man. Give this guy a break. Alright, Flaming Palm. All the way to the back. Decent amount of damage. Onto the Nuwa. Oh, here comes to the side. He's gonna engage. Nope. Lubu, he does have the Tremble model though. But he is not ready yet. Damage output wise. Lubu will be solid during the late game against tanks, but early game, mid game is arguable, but early game not ready yet. And I would say that without looking at the items, Lubu is not ready at this moment. Quite clear though. And with the fact that he didn't really have a good time farming. But Sukma Sarawak now. Okay, so far so good. Just them keeping out the momentum. They do have jungle space and they're going to go in for another invasion, and there's nothing that MW can do about the situation. You know, it's just like my situationship. Oh! But speaking about situation, going all the way to the back line, looks like they'll definitely get 2 of them. Where is he gonna go? Oh, okay. 1 is enough. Don't get greedy, people. They can afford to let Lampo go. He's not going to be a big threat. Even if Lampo engages at this moment, he wouldn't last long. So surely he won't do it at this point. Oh, Ying. Okay, up. Oh, Ying. Up, up. I salute. Press F for Ying. Oh, no. Oh, okay. Somehow managed to survive. Okay, cool. Alright. I was about to like press F for respect. But you know what? I never found out why F for respect. I never found out. I have absolutely no idea, people. Okay, let's check out some of the items here. So we have the Venomous Staff completed by Ying. Oh no, this is getting confusing. We have a Ying on Sukma Sarawak side and we have a Ying hero on MW. So you guys have to bear with me, right? I'm just doing my job here, okay? Man has to earn his dinner. Let's see here. Spark Force Dagger, standard item for the Chicha, and we also have Venomous Staff completed by the Nua as well. Okay, that's a mandatory item, especially if you're going up against the Young Gen. So yeah, I must say that both sides still pretty stock standard, and we can expect like the Byron to just go all in tankiness. So that's kind of expected there. Now the bigger question is that how MW is going to come back from this one. Without the space to farm, the gold gap right now is 7,000. The only way for them to try to make this comeback is that, number one, if Soma Sarawak give them that time and space to farm, like you played to the late game. Number two, Soma Sarawak does makes mistakes. Yeah, that's about it. But if not, then okay, they have to hope for like Soma Sarawak to just drag this game. But it doesn't seem to be the case though. Soma Sarawak, they're trying to push this in. They want to end this game. I mean, they want to grab their own dinner. Yep, they can absolutely do this. Solo Yanjian, getting the Tyrant. There's nothing that MW can do about this situation. In fact, Soma Sarawak can go for a double, but they decided not to. They don't want to keep MW inside the base, so that's fine. Keep them in check. Alright, and here comes the Young Gen. All alone. No big engagements there, so they're fine for now. But MW, Soma Sarawak, like they're still playing this pretty clean, right? Like MW, they don't really have that space. Try to counter back. In fact, 25 more seconds, we're gonna see the upgraded objectives. When was the last time we saw MW as a full team leaving their base? It was like what? 3-4 minutes ago, people. So without them able to go out and farm, like the gap will be even bigger. Speaking of the gap right now, it's almost 10,000 gold difference in less than 10 minutes. And so much so, okay, yeah. So now it's worthwhile for them to go for the double, right? It's the enhanced Tyrant and Overlord. So they're going to go for double. I saw an Annihilation sent across earlier on, but that's not going to be impacting anything for Soma Sarawak, except for the fact that MW probably assisted them indirectly. But yeah. Soma Sarawak, I believe that they're thinking of like, okay, we're just waiting right now and we end the game. I wouldn't be surprised. They can actually close the game off right now. We're talking about 10k gold difference. They're just waiting for the Shadow Vanguards to arrive. Alright, looking for the next opportunity. They just need to be careful of the Tremor Mortar combo. But honestly speaking, I don't think the Tremor Mortar is going to do anything to Super Sarawak now. The gap is just too big. And yeah, Super Sarawak, I must say, from a draft-wise, pretty solid. You have Lapu Lapu amongst Young Gen, Byron. Solid combo. Especially with the Byron combo. But speaking about the Byron, you'll show up on the other side. Just zone them off all the way onto the inside. And they're going to get one by... I decided to make mistakes here. The Young Gen, Lunavir went down. Annihilation set across. And Shadow survives. And they were super duper close. Starting to feel a bit overconfident here. And because of that, the game is going to drag on, it seems. Alright, we're going to see the next objective for sure now. Still a 10k goal gap though. But MW got Lunavir, so that's okay. We're starting to see that little spike down there. That little spike towards MW. But obviously they need a lot more, right? Like from 10k now, it's like 9k difference. They need a lot more. And because of them defending their ground earlier, now they have some space to come out and farm in the jungle, farm at the lanes. But they're out of towers though. So MW has to be super duper careful of that. But then again, Soma Sarawak, they don't really have like those kind of heroes that can easily split push. Not like they need to though, frankly speaking. They just can come in from all fronts and just push MW back. That's going to be good enough for them. Alright. Items. Kayen Omnibus Premonition completed. So that's going to stop the attack speed, especially from who, yeah? Yang Jan? From the low. But okay. Anyway, now they go all in here. Looks like Lapu Lapu takes a lot of damage and he still survives for now. At the same time, the Byron, Shadow, gets his own kill against the Ying. And they're looking for more right now, but hang on a second. Shut down on the Shadow again. MW holding it down. Holding down the line. Hold strong, MW. Hold strong. The gap now is still about 9,000, but they are holding strong. Now on theory, if MW is able to hold down to like 50,000 gold, their item should be thereabouts. Should be thereabouts. And that's going to be their moment there. Dude, if MW is able to get this comeback, it's going to be insane. Okay. Can MW challenge for the Tyra or the Overlord now? Still going to be pretty tough because they have to clear off the lanes and Yang Jia is making it difficult for them at the top lane. And because of that, they are forced to turn back. And it will allow Sumasara to lock in this Tyrant. Not going to go for a double now. Ooh. Tempo model?
Tyrant
Really?
has been
Oh, no.
defeated.
Annihilation across, a little bit too late there. And here comes Chase. They're not going to go for the Overlord. They're not going to get greedy here. Oh, Chicha. Wait, Chicha Blood Rage? What? Chicha Blood Rage? Okay. This is a PTSD buy from the Chicha. Chicha with a Blood Rage. And this is a Chicha farm name, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, interesting buy. But anyway, I'll explain that later. Because right now we're going to focus on to the fight. With the fact that Sukma Sarawak, they lost one player. Ying goes down, Shadow as well. Looks like a little bit of extension here. Here comes the travel mono. Sukma Sarawak forced to turn back. Infinite Vastness away to safety. And again, MW, they defend the ground. Oh, man. Okay, now let me explain the Blood Rage here, alright? So the Blood Rage is supposed to give you extra shield and extra health, right? So essentially it's a tank item. But with the fact that the Chicha, which is a farm laner, bought that item, it's interesting. Okay, but we'll talk about that later because right now, okay, Sumasawa, are they going to go in? They're trying to stop them. And looks like MW got it! Here comes MW with the Tremble model all the way to the back line. But then again, it's Ice Knife, not the target that they want, but still they're able to secure the Overlord, MW. I'm not going to jinx this for them, but MW, people, keep an eye on this team now. They are at 49,000 gold. And I did talk about the theory of like 50,000 gold. Items will be pretty on par. The gap right now, I really want to see the graph, right? But the gap right now is about 5,000 gold difference. MW shrinking the difference from 10,000 to 5,000 now, and they are at 50,000 gold. They just need to get a really good fight in now. Sukma Sarawak. No more mistakes by them. They've been pretty greedy in their 2 engages against MW. So this time, they can't afford that. They get greedy once more, they get punished, MW can push. Maybe all the way, may not be all the way, it depends. But MW can push. It's going to be a big moment here. Don't leave your seats, people. This is now currently the game of the day. MW, they just need to come up with a good win, a good defense one more time. Okay, yep. So with a 50k-ish goal for both sides, we can see the items are pretty much complete. Almost there, at least, almost there. Any significant items? Let's see here. Not much. Maybe KN with the Succubus Cloak. That will help against the Xiao Qiao. It's a natural item for tanks. Because the Succubus Cloak will give magic resistance to KN. It will be the front line. Oh, there's a Splendor for Ying. Wow, okay. Looks like he really wants to protect himself there. Okay, Blood Rage for Chicha. I wonder if Chicha is going to start a Blood Rage at some point, but I guess not for now, because if he's being targeted down, at least he can turn on the Blood Rage and can be somewhat self-sustainable. So I guess that's the idea there, because he might feel that he's like an easy target for now. So he's not going to make it that easy after this with the Blood Rage. Alright, so that's a Tyrant taken by Sukma Sarawak. Are we going to see a Tempest here, people? We are already at 18 minutes, 30 seconds. Are we going to see a Tempest? I kind of feel that we're going to see a Tempest though. I think Sukma Sarawak, they're going to play this super safe now. They're going to play this by the textbook. Okay, come in. All three fronts. Okay, let's see here. NW. And the defense. They'll try to get this one. Annihilation for the backline, trying to deal a lot of damage to Sukma Sarawak, but not able to. Sukma Sarawak, Crystal is open, and Sukma Sarawak will not allow that comeback upon them. And they will take home this win to move on to Sunday. Oh, man, what a game this was. But I gotta give it to MW. This is the most entertaining round. Okay, now I see that I can clearly see that Ying did not have a good time here. We're talking about KD of 044. Just too unfortunate though. I mean, if as a jungler, if you're not able to perform, then it's pretty hard for the team. Yeah, but the rest of the team really pulled their weight through, right? Like, especially with the Chicha here. Had to sacrifice one slot to buy that Blood Rage when the Chicha could go for any other damage item. But yeah, decided to go for the Blood Rage instead. But yeah, I guess because the Chicha just felt too annoyed, like with the fact that he's being targeted too much. But I gotta give it to Sukma Sarawak though. I would say that it's still pretty solid gameplay. Yeah, there was some disciplinary questionable moves. At some point, but then again, it's okay. I believe that if during Sunday, right, Sukma Sarawak won't do that. I would say that Sukma Sarawak will be, that's not the most discipline or gameplay by them, but I believe that during Sunday, we'll see the best of Sukma Sarawak in terms of discipline and yeah, because you're already talking about like that day to determine the championship, right? Okay, anyway, looking at the other stats. Oh, that's a lot of damage by the Nuwa, 103k. It's just a little bit too sad with the fact that like the Ying's damage output is on par with the Lianpo with KN. So that kind of tells the story of like, yeah, the Ying didn't really have a good time in this round. Very much more balanced damage output for Sukma Sarawak on their side. They didn't focus too much on getting the kills in except for like, yeah, those few moments. But on a regular basis, like they were very, very objective. Secure the jungle, get the buffs, push the towers. Yeah, they're playing it like the text by the textbook. So that's why we don't see any one of them like have more than 100k damage output. But ladies and gentlemen, that is it for tonight. But before that, I would like to remind all of you that tonight's tournament is thanks to iQOO. And you are watching the iQOO Z11 Series, a Honor of Kings Battle of Kings tournament. And these players, they are aiming for a total prize pool of 3,400 ringgit. And the first prize will be 1,000 ringgit. Second place will be 500 ringgit. Third place will be 250 ringgit. And the top three, each team will take home 1,200 tokens thanks to Game Juice. Now on Sunday, this will be the bracket, people. It will be GMC Move versus LBWT, and it will be NNG versus Sukma Sarawak. Okay, NNG, okay. Among these teams that have qualified, in my personal opinion, I think NNG is the best team. They are, at least from what I've seen today, the team to beat. And they're going up against Sukma Sarawak. So this will be a huge clash between these two teams. Super interesting. You don't want to miss out on that. That's going to be the highlight match of the semifinals for sure, right? And the scary part is it's a best of one series, single elimination. So if any team goes out like in the semifinals, that's it, right? Then they will miss out on the chance to gain the glory of the grand finals. So it's going to be interesting to see, right? Like NNG and Sukma Sarawak, they're going to be the next matchup in the semifinals after this. Man, honestly, I feel that looking at today, NNG and Sukma Sarawak, that's the finalist team. But they're going to meet in the semifinals. So that's going to be super interesting. You don't want to miss out on that, ladies and gentlemen. So make sure you tune back into the social medias of iQOO Malaysia so that you don't miss out on the opportunity to watch these amazing teams battle it out again this Sunday. But that will be all for us tonight. Again, thank you so much for iQOO for having this tournament for us to enjoy, especially for the community and the fans of Honor of Kings. And also thank you to Game Juice for being part of this tournament as well, and also providing the players with tokens. My name is Sir Cloud, your caster, storyteller for tonight. I'll be signing off and someone else will be taking my spot on Sunday. That'll be all for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching and we'll see you again on Sunday.
iQOO.
Lights. Camera. Action. Abi, have you top up right now?
Saya guna game juice.
Lagi murah.